I got about 5 miles out, and it was not looping. Like, this happened yesterday. I put on my workout clothes, and I did not work out. That's basically playing dress up. I might as well have put a cowboy outfit on, because I didn't do any cowboy stuff either. This is what I did for a workout a couple weeks ago. I walked. I used to run. Now I walk. At some point, I guess I'm going to stand. What'd you do in the gym today, Greg? I stood for 30 minutes. It was tough. I shifted every 4, so I'm tired. I'm probably going to have to lean tomorrow. I never realized I walked that frequently till I left my house. My neighbor goes, "Hey, Greg, are you going for your walk?" He called it my walk, like I was 86. No, Rich, I'm not going for my walk, okay? I didn't just take my pills either, and I'm not getting ready to watch my stories. Last time I tried to run, I went to this park. I thought I was going to go on like a 4-mile loop. I thought I would start here, I would go around, I would finish at the same place. I got about 5 miles out, and it was not looping. Like, I had to turn around and come back. They had these emergency call boxes every quarter of a mile. I wanted to call one. "Emergency call box, what's your emergency?" "I'm tired. I thought that it was a loop. Can you guys come pick me up?" "Sir, this is for emergencies only. Do you have an emergency?" "Yeah, I'm thirsty. I should have said that first. Can you guys bring some Gatorade when you pick me up? Like orange? I would prefer orange if you could." I used to run, really. I ran cross country in high school. That's not what I would call a fun sport at all. Here's what you do. Run. That's it. We had a coach, I don't know why. His job every day was basically to say, "Go." They knew that it wasn't a good sport because they came up with a fake name for it. They called it cross country. It should have been called running. They were hoping people would be like, "Oh, cross country. That sounds like we'll be going places." You're not going anywhere. You're going to a park about a mile from your high school. You're just going to run around that park for about 4 months. And you know how you're going to get to the park? Run. You're going to run there. There's nothing more depressing than having to run somewhere so you can run. "Oh, I'm really glad we're done running. Now we can run." You're not going to cross the country. It's 2,800 miles to cross this country. Now, here's the thing. You're going to run all 2,800 miles, but it's going to be in that park over and over and over. There's blades of grass you'll become familiar with. "Hey, Luther, how you doing there? Nice to see you." It's just running. It's running. They try to make it like there's other stuff. They make a big deal out of stretching. Stretching's real important, guys. You don't stretch, you could get hurt. How? Hurt enough where I don't have to run? I'm starting to see an angle here. "Greg, we're doing the hurdler stretch." I can't hurdle. If I could hurdle, I'd hurdle that fence right there, and you would never see me ever again. I should probably start by telling you guys I'm 49. That's pretty much the right response right there. It's just one girl going woo. It's not an impressive age. I'm not married. My friends are all married. One of them called me up the other day, goes, "Hey man, you want to hear something pathetic?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." He goes, "Right now I'm sitting on the couch with my wife watching a movie on Lifetime for women television." I was like, "That's pathetic. I'm watching the same movie." My friends' wives try and set me up. We'll be at dinner. "Greg, I've got it. You need to meet Karen. She's perfect." She might be, but women tend to exaggerate how perfect their friends are. I don't trust them. I have to check it out with my buddy. It's an awkward situation for him. He wants to give me information. He doesn't want to make her mad. It's the quickest head shake you'll ever see. You know, it's like it's like an owl. It's like, "Hey, buddy, if you saw it, great. If you didn't, you're on your own. I'm not going down for you." Did you just give him some sort of signal about Karen? No, honey, I love Karen. Greg, you should marry Karen. I found out yesterday I've been spelling the word separate wrong for about 30 years. That's That's disappointing right there. That's probably cost me some opportunities along the way. There's probably a job application just sitting out there somewhere. We're going to keep this one separate from all the other applications. I get this question all the time. Greg, you're 49. Don't you want to have a family someday? Like, I'm worried it's too late. I'm worried if I start a family at my age, they're going to turn out like one of my high school term papers. Clearly, Mr. Warren, you waited until the last minute to throw this together. Where's your wife? We are actually spirited. I don't know if I want to have kids, you know. I've seen them. I'm not that impressed. I mean, my friends are like, Greg, when they're your kids, it's different. Yeah, I would imagine it's worse. My friends' kids, like, they're getting older. My friends have, like, my buddy has a daughter. She's 23. He's really proud of her. He showed me a picture. He's like, hey, what do you think of that? I was like, I'm not sure you want to hear what I think of that. I mean, what is this, a sting operation? You don't know what to say in that situation. Here's the best thing you can say. You say, wow, she's a real heartbreaker. Yeah. They like that. Yeah, she's a heartbreaker. She'll break your heart, heartbreaker. Like it's a compliment. Like basically, what am I really saying? Your daughter is going to ruin some kid's life someday. Yep, that's how we raised her. She's a life ruiner. Her mother was a life ruiner. I can vouch for that. Her mother's mother ruined several lives, actually. One of my friends has a son that plays high school football, and I went to watch him play, and I was walking down to my seat, and I fell down the bleachers. All of them. I hit them all. Aluminum is a loud metal. It echoes. It sounded like five guys were falling, and I'm a faller. I am, like I fall. I fell down the bleachers when I was in high school. When that happened, people were like, aha, look at Warren. This time people were like, I think that 49-year-old guy might be dead. It got quiet. The team started praying. I can't even walk. I got plantar fasciitis. You know what that is? It's when your foot hurts, basically. I know I'm throwing a lot of medical terminology out there. Footus hurtus, I think, is the science term. I can't fix it. I've been to like 5 doctors. The first guy told me I was supposed to, he's supposed to massage my foot. He said 5 times a day I'm supposed to roll my foot over golf balls, tennis balls, baseballs, softballs, all the sports that you can't play because your foot hurts. The next guy told me I was supposed to stretch out my calf. Now, the way you do that is you put your foot up on a curb and you just lean forward for like a minute and a half. Now, curbs are in streets, so you're just standing in the middle of the street like an idiot. This old lady walks up. She goes, are you okay? You're having an episode, aren't you? No, I'm not having an episode. What's wrong? It's plantar fasciitis. What's that? Her husband's like, he's a vagrant, Muriel. He just wants money. My foot hurt. Get a job, hippie. So, like, after a year of basically rolling my foot over golf balls, I had to get an MRI. Have you had one of those? That's, whoever designed that machine, that is a sick person right there. This is how I think the meeting went. They were in a room and they're like, all right, we got this new machine here. And, well, it's, the people that are going to be using it are going to be injured. So they're going to be nervous. And we're also going to be claustrophobic because we are shoving them in a tube. So the way that we should put them at ease is to make it sound like they're being riddled with machine gun fire. You're in there. It's like, how you doing in there? I think I'm hit. I'm a mess. 49, I'm a mess already. I'm allergic to cats. Yeah, I know. What a weak man. I can't be around your cat. If you got a cat, like I'm not going to your house, so quit asking, okay? Come stay with us. No, you guys got a cat. No. We got a room, and the cat doesn't go in the room. Okay, first of all, He does, all right? You guys, you're not that vigilant about those rooms. Just because every now and then you're like, hey, you get out of there. That's not how allergies work, all right? Even if you do have a room, that doesn't sound like a lot of fun. I'm just gonna go to your house and sit in a room like by myself. What's going on out there? I can't hear what you guys are doing. It sounds like you're having fun outside the room. Every time you slide the Monopoly board under the door, the pieces fall off. In the room, I try to go to the gym. I do. I go to the gym at like 3 in the afternoon. You ever been at 3? There's nobody in there. It's like me and 4 old guys. You seen those guys? They walk around, they talk to each other, they drink coffee. They don't work out. It's like their doctor told them, you guys need to start going to the gym, and they're like, all right. It's like they moved the meeting from Burger King over to the gym. And I've noticed this, old guys will flip out if your shoes are untied. Oh, your shoes are untied there, fella, tie your shoes. Oh, thanks, man, I'll get him. He says, oh, tie them now. Save yourself, son. I don't know what happened, but a long time ago, a bunch of people must have died from tripping over their shoelaces. It was worse than smallpox. We darn near lost everyone. How did you survive? Oh, I was wearing loafers. Old guys like talking about cars, too. They like to exaggerate how quickly new cars depreciate. As soon as you drive it off the lot. That's their favorite phrase in the English language. As soon as you drive it off the lot, loses 90% of its value. Wait a minute, 90%? As soon as you drive it off the lot, maybe if you hit a cement mixer as you're driving it, no, 90%, then you're gonna get diabetes 2 days later. These guys are they all have grandchildren. They're always bragging about their grandchildren. And that's fine, you know. But they lie about, they lie. I mean, and I go along with it, but sometimes it's like, my grandson invented eggs. No, he didn't. I'm working on this website where you can fact check old people's statements about their grandchildren. I think it's going to be fun. My grandson volunteers at Children's Hospital 3 days a week. Now, it says here he does community service at Children's Hospital 3 days a week. Apparently, he stole a van, so. I'm doing old guy stuff already. I shouldn't make fun of those guys. I bought a mechanical pencil a couple days ago. I didn't even mean to. I meant to buy a pen. It's not a big deal. They look the same, but I've already made that mistake like 13 times in my life. Like, what kind of mistakes am I going to make when I'm 80? I got a new pen! That's a banana, Grandpa. Oh, that's why nobody answers my letters. My uncle's old. I took him to eat. You go to a restaurant, get the menu. You know, you get a menu at the top of every page. There's a heading, tells you what's on that page. He orders the heading. I'll have the steak and pork. You can't order that. Why not? It's the heading. I don't care what it is. It says steak and pork. That's what I want. Give me the steak and pork. What do you want to drink? Assorted beverages. He hates Walmart, too. He's always complaining about Walmart. Like, Walmart, they're putting everybody out of business. No, they're not. Yes, they are. They put my friend Clem out of business. Your friend Clem owned a top hat store. John Wilkes Booth put him out of business. My dad's getting old, though. He's retired. He's bored. He's got one hobby. He likes going out to eat and getting a deal and bragging about it. He tells cheap dinner stories like they're war stories. There was 8 of us. Everybody had an entree. Everybody had at least 2 drinks. Your mother had 5. How much you think we paid? $140. $36.50 with tip. Well, then you ate dog food, Dad, all right? Your brother and I went to lunch at Sullivan's. We got out of there for $9. You got out of there? Was it a hostage situation? I got two brothers. My brother Matt is 4 years younger than me. My brother Devin is 18 years younger than me. Every year for Christmas, the three of us go in together on one gift for my dad. Like, we try to get him something big. Devin, the young one, doesn't always contribute his fair share. He gets his name on the card. He gets equal billing, but he doesn't chip in what he's supposed to. Same thing this year. We got my dad an iPad. He's like, yeah, man, I wasn't really prepared to spend that kind of money, you guys. I was thinking something a little bit cheap. You know, Devin, do whatever you want. From now on, we're just going to put a pie chart on top of the gift. Like, each slice of the pie represents how much that brother loves his father. You're at 4% deadbeat. That's a pretty pathetic piece of pie. That's not even a piece of pie. That's something that fell off the pie. Nice job, Crumbs. I hope that you're proud of yourself. I do. He buys stuff for himself, though. He does that. He buys stuff for himself. He bought a $450 pair of Jordans. $450 for a pair of basketball shoes, and he does not play basketball. When he bought him, he goes, hey man, don't tell Dad about this. I was like, I'm not gonna tell Dad. By the way, you're 30, okay? You have a job and a house and a wife. It's not really Dad's business what you do with your money. And then we were at dinner, and my dad goes, Greg, can you pass the potatoes? I go, Devin bought a $450 pair of Jordans. He got grounded for 6 weeks, man. It's really... I got a cauliflower ear. I don't know if you guys saw that. Yeah, it's from wrestling. I was a wrestler. So, I mean, most people don't know what it is, especially old people at the grocery store. They point at it. They stare at it. They talk about it right next to me because they just assume that I can't hear out of that ear. The fellow there's got a rutabaga coming out the side of his head. Sir, it's actually called a head. Nobody was talking to you, rutabaga head. My dad was my high school coach. He still watches tapes of me wrestling in high school and critiques them. I'm 49. What are you doing this match? Look at you. You're just laying there like a dead animal. What was wrong with you? I don't remember, Dad. I quit wrestling 26 years ago. You quit wrestling in the middle of this match. That's when you quit wrestling. Yeah, I'm 49. My buddy called me up. He goes, hey, man, why don't you just meet some young chick and be her sugar daddy? Because I don't have any sugar, okay? I don't think I could be a splendid daddy, to be real honest with you. I spend too much time alone, though. I eat in restaurants by myself. That's not good. I'm defensive about it. I walked in this place the other day. The girl up front looked at me. She goes, just you? Yeah, it's just me. I know I've made some poor decisions in my life. I don't know. I was going to have to explain myself to the hostess at the Macaroni Grill. Then they try to make small talk with you when you're walking over the table. So, what brought you in today? Food, mostly. I heard that you guys had it. I wanted to eat it. If you eat by yourself, they always want to put you at the bar. Every time you walk up there, party of one. Oh, you want to eat at the bar? No, I don't. I know what you're saying. Oh, 49-year-old man, all by yourself. Probably got a little bit of a drinking problem, don't you, sir? Don't worry, we got a place for you right in there. Bunch of drunks and losers, just like you. You'll love it. You don't belong in there. That's for families. Decent people. You're not going to like it. Maybe you'll meet somebody in there. The two of you will hit it off, go out, clean up your lives, come back, then we'll put you over there. But for right now, get in there with all the animals. That's where you belong. If you eat by yourself, you can't go to the bathroom. You have to hold it the entire meal because there's nobody to tell them that you're still working on your food. I went to the bathroom the other day. I came back. There's a family of 5 sitting at my table. I go, hey, man, where's my food? The guy's like, I thought you were done. I had 1 bite. I'm going to have to start getting a table right next to the bathroom so I can hear whether they're taking my food away while I'm in the bathroom. I'm in here. I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're doing. Knock it off. Sooner or later, it's like, sir, do you have a seating preference? I do. Just put me in the bathroom. I don't care anymore. It's fine. When I go to the restaurant, I just want to eat. I don't want to talk to the waiter. I don't want him to teach me why his restaurant is special. So, have you ever eaten here before? No, but I bet I can figure it out, coach. Let me guess, the thing in your hand is a menu. I point to an item, you make it, I eat it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe here, every 15 minutes an orangutan drives a riding mower full of food through the restaurant, and I gotta throw a ping pong ball at the item that I want. But if that's the case, I don't want to eat here in the first place. Have you been in the restaurant when they're training somebody new? It's just creepy. They got that one girl lurking behind the other girl. She doesn't even talk. She's like, next time I eat, I'm going to bring my friend Mike. I'm going to sit him across from me. The waiter's going to be like, can I help you, sir? Nope, that's my friend Mike. He's just going to be watching me tonight. He's training to eat here in a couple of weeks, actually. They don't like it when you switch tables. Hey, Megan, the sun's in my eyes. Can I move to that table right there? That's Jennifer's section. Okay, how about if you wait on me in Jennifer's section? That's impossible. Impossible? Really, Megan? We're not talking about North Vietnam and South Vietnam. We're talking about areas of a Ruby Tuesday that are separated by a line that an 18-year-old made with a magic marker on a dry erase board. With a little bit of courage, we can cross that line together, Megan. They're so serious about those sections. Half the time, I'm the only one in the restaurant. I walk up there, party of one. Hold on. She looks down at that schematic for like 15 minutes. Look, MacArthur, it's not a battlefield, all right? You pick a table, and I'll sit at it. I don't know whose turn it is. It's my turn. I'm the only one here. Just turn around and spit, and whatever table you hit, I'll sit at the one next to it, okay? I walked in this place the other day. I go, can I sit there? The guy goes, that section's closed. Really? Half your restaurant's closed? Let me guess. The reason you're able to close off half your restaurant is you don't have any customers. So you're not really in a position to tell me where I can or cannot sit. Matter of fact, I do want to sit in that section. I want to take all the tables and chairs that nobody's using, and I want to build a fort, okay? I think you're going to let me do it, because let's be honest, you need the business. You know? I like restaurants back in the day when they had one waiter. Remember that? The one waiter system. The same guy. He would take your order. He'd bring your food. He'd check on you. Then he'd bring you the bill. The same guy. Now there's a team of people that wait on you. I hate it. Guy takes your order. You never see him again. You're like, where's Chuck? Chuck, he doesn't work here anymore. No. I don't like the whole hostess stand situation, you know? Half the time you walk over, there's just like a sign. Please wait, hostess will seat you. She will, unless she's smoking behind the building with their friends. Then nobody's gonna seat me. I'm just gonna stand up here like a loser, a lonely 49-year-old loser. The waitress won't seat me. She'll walk by and be like, oh, the hostess will be right with you. Really? Can't you just seat me? I don't mean to devalue the specialized training that you receive here at Bootleggers, but certainly you're qualified to carry menus 9 feet. I know you can do it. Oh, no, that's a completely different set of skills. That would be like a crane operator trying a murder case. I couldn't possibly. I'm picky about food. I don't like anything creamy. Ugh. Mayonnaise scares me. Mayonnaise scares me more than snakes, and I'm terrified of snakes. If somebody ever spread mayonnaise all over a snake, I would run around and scream like a little girl. I would. Salad dressing is an ordeal. What do you guys have? We have ranch. No, it's too creamy. We have blue cheese. No, it's not even spelled right. I know how blue is supposed to be spelled. That's not blue. That's bleu. Sir, it's French. Then why isn't cheese spelled in French? You guys are up to something shady, and I don't want any part of it. By the way, there already is a French dressing. You know what it's called? French. Yeah, you guys are great. I live in St. Louis. That's where I'm from, St. Louis, Missouri. And yeah, thank you. I lived all over, though. I lived in New York City most recently. Anybody spend any time there? Yeah, it's great, isn't it? It's different. Here's New York. If you haven't been, here's New York. I got some luggage when I was there. I got one of those roller bags that you pull behind you, and the handle broke off. So I had to pick it up, and I had to carry it. And I was walking through the city, and I passed this guy, and he goes, hey, it's got wheels. You don't have to carry it. He thought I was that dumb, and he was that smart. Like, in his head, he was like, I see things that other people don't see. I have a gift. I got to share the gift. He said that. He said, it's got wheels. I said, thanks, man. I didn't know what those things were for. This is going to make riding my bicycle a lot easier. I walked outside one day in New York, and there's this guy out there, and he was just yelling at this cab driver. He goes, hey, pal, hey, that's a lady. She's a lady. You get out, you open the door for her. She's a lady. I don't know how they do things in your country. He said that. He combined racism with chivalry. He was, I guess, a chivalracist. I never met one before. I assume he came up during the civil rights movement, but it's, it's a different... My neighbors in New York were Muslim, and I learned a lot about their culture. I learned this: Muslim women are not supposed to make eye contact with unfamiliar men. So like my neighbor, when we would pass in the hallway, she wouldn't look at me. But I mean, she really wouldn't look at me. Like, she gave it a little bit of extra effort. I think it was her way of saying, hey, even if I wasn't Muslim, I wouldn't look at you. I never realized, I guess, a lot of the girls in my high school were Muslim. Eating in restaurants in New York is different because the restaurants are small. Everybody's like squished together. If you're eating by yourself, you're not. Like, I was in this place, there's these two women at a table like right next to me. Like it looked like we all came together, but they're just not talking to me. It looked like beforehand they told me to just sit there and shut up. Don't even look at us. Just shut your mouth and eat. And one of the women was sharing some very personal information with her friend right there. I heard it all. Let me just tell you guys, she has some problems, okay? And her friend said, Megan, thank you. Thank you for trusting me with this information. I'm like, she trusted me with this information. And I don't know the crazy woman, and we can see how trustworthy I am. I'm telling you guys about it. I'm not to be trusted. Like, too much stuff is done in public, man. I was at a Starbucks. Somebody was conducting a job interview next to me at Starbucks. And it was not for a position at Starbucks. If you're going to do that there, I think I have the right to participate in that interview, right? Good questions, Carl. I'll take it from here. Mike, how do you feel about working for a company that cannot afford a real office? Is that going to be a problem? I was in this Starbucks in New York, and there was this guy in front of me, and he had a man bun, right? Are you familiar with this haircut? It's not my favorite haircut. I mean, I don't really even care for the woman bun, but it's fine. Like, it's his head. He can do what he wants with it, I'm saying. But he was being a jerk. He was complaining really loud that the girl at Starbucks wrote Carmen on his cup, and his name was Cameron. I was like, dude, you have a man bun, all right? You're lucky she didn't write Jennifer on that glass. Let's be honest, okay? Starbucks, like, the people that work there, like, they're very nice. They're very nice. Sometimes they're just a little too nice, like, weird nice. You know, I walked in this place the other day, this Starbucks, and the girl goes, hi, what can I create for you today? I don't know, wizard. What did you have in mind? I was gonna get some tea, but as long as we're creating stuff, I like dogs and I like lizards. Can you make a lizard dog? I was in this Starbucks and I saw a woman and she had a sweatshirt on and big block letters it said Zumba instructor, which, you know, I think is unnecessary. I mean, I think she was bragging, really. I don't, are women at Zumba class confused as to who they're supposed to be following in Zumba class? They're like, I wonder who I'm supposed to be following. Maybe it's that one woman facing the rest of us, shouting instructions into the Janet Jackson Rhythm Nation headset. But it could be Marge that is throwing up right next to me. I'm gonna go with Marge. What should we do, Marge? Hyperventilate into a paper bag? Okay. Somebody should print up some shirts. This is really confusing. So I was talking about New York. It's just a different place, man. I was walking on the sidewalk one day in my neighborhood, just walking, and I passed this guy and he goes, yo, brother, you wanna buy some steaks? No. And I got her wonder what the success rate of that sales pitch would be. That would have to be a very specific situation. A guy would have to be like, you know what, I'm in the market for some steaks, but I don't want to go the traditional route. I'm just going to start walking. See if anybody offers me some steaks. If they don't, I was not meant to have steak. I was in a restaurant in New York one time with my friend Patty, and we were having a nice meal, and a mouse ran over Patty's foot in the restaurant. I was like, there's a mouse! You should have seen how quickly the three guys that worked at the restaurant got their story straight about the mouse. They're like, must have come from outside. Yes, outside. I know this mouse, I see him outside all the time. You know he's not supposed to be in here. Well, yeah, I agree that the mouse did probably come from outside, as mice are not indigenous to falafel restaurants, but I wasn't really concerned with where the mouse was from. Like, I don't care where he gets his mail, I don't care where his permanent address. He's on Patty's foot right now. That's my main issue with the mouse. And like, is that what you do here when something goes wrong in your restaurant? Hey, there's a dead body in your bathroom. He come from outside. This man was not born in the bathroom, live his entire life in the bathroom, then die in the bathroom. Do not worry about this man. He come from outside. I think he know the mouse. I guess, I mean, the thing is, there's crazy people in New York City. There's crazy. And there's crazy people all over. There's crazy people here, okay? But usually, you're in a car, and they're not. Think about it. Usually, it's just like, oh, they roll the window up, no more crazy. You know, if you're next to a crazy person here, I mean, that's your fault. You married them or whatever, like, that's just, you can't. In New York, you have no choice. They're on the subway, you ride the subway, you're next to the subway is a mental institution. It is. I mean, it takes people places, but that is its secondary purpose. It is. I was on the subway one day, and this lady just walked on the subway. She started singing, all I want for Christmas is a fish sandwich. All I want for Christmas is a fish sandwich. All I want for Christmas is a fish sandwich. I was like, come on, lady, we're in public here. Guess what song has been stuck in my head for the last 2 years? I can't get rid of it. That woman should not be homeless. She's a hit maker, okay? She may be one of the greatest lyricists of our time. I've heard 11 Taylor Swift songs. I don't know the words. I know all the words to Fish Sandwich. And guess what? Nobody's wondering what to get her for Christmas. You know that one woman that rides a train, I want to get her a gift, but I just a dude. She wants a fish sandwich. You gotta listen to the lyrics. You're getting caught up in the beat, man. Six of you are gonna wake up tomorrow morning. You're gonna be in the shower. Be like, I hate Greg Warren. I hate him. They sell fruit on the side of the street in New York. They have these fruit wagons. I don't know, fruit carts. Fruit wagon doesn't sound right. That doesn't. Fruit wagon sounds like something the mean kid would say in an 80s movie. Like, what are you looking at, fruit wagon? Fruit carts, all right? They have these fruit carts, and the thing is, they leave them out at night. They don't put the fruit away. They leave the carts out at night on the street, and there's a guy that sits there all night long, and he watches the fruit. That's his job. He's a fruit watchman. I wonder how you get that. I bet you it's either an on the way up thing or an on the way down thing. It's like, hey kid, you can't just walk in off the street and become a night watchman at a bank. You got no experience. Why don't you go sit fruit for a couple years and we'll take a look at you? Or it's if you two idiots screw this up one more time, you're gonna be staring at an apple on 2nd Avenue for the rest of your lives. Now you get out of my office. You don't need a car in New York. You don't need a car, which is, it's fine. You don't even really miss your car until you have to walk somewhere to purchase an item that you used to bring home in your car. I had to get an ironing board. I didn't even think about it. I walked like 15 blocks to this hardware store. I was about to get the ironing board. I'm like, oh no. I'm gonna have to walk home looking like a surfer who got some bad directions. And I'm 49. Like, at my age, what do I care what people think of me? I guess I still do, because in my head I was thinking, soon as I walk outside, somebody's gonna be like, nice ironing board, fruit wagon. Why don't you go out with your little ironing board there? Nobody said anything. Nobody even looked at me. That's the beauty of New York City. If you think you're doing something weird, don't worry about it. There's somebody doing something way, way weirder right next to you. It was arrogant to me to think that I was gonna get noticed with just an ironing board. There's professional freaks in that town. There's probably a guy that walks around with an ironing board and an iron, and he actually irons stuff with no electricity. Right? Like, oh, that's ironing board, Reggie. Give him $1. That's what he does. Get them wrinkles out, dog. Get them wrinkles out. The devil done put the wrinkles in. Reggie, go. Take them out. You get you a fish sandwich for Christmas. I heat it up with my iron. Yeah. I wish I had some advice for you guys. I got nothing. Here's the best I got, okay? Number one, you go to the restaurant, the waitress pronounces the L in salmon. It's not gonna be a good meal, okay? How would you like your salmon prepared? Not here, I can assure you that. Let me have a look at the tilapia. This is my other piece of advice, and this is important, okay? This is important for everybody in here. This is the most important thing I'm gonna tell you, okay? Somebody in your life is gonna be mean to you in the next 48 hours. That is the way the world works. It's Utah, so it could be 96 hours, but usually when somebody's mean to you, your first reaction is be mean right back at them. It doesn't work, it's not effective, okay? Here's what you do next time. Act stupid. Stupid frustrates people, it does, all right? If you're already stupid, you just be yourself. Like, it's gonna happen, you're gonna know, all right? I did this, I was at the airport and it was foggy. And I guess the pilots couldn't see through the fog, so no flights were taken off because of the fog. After about an hour, I went up to the gate attendant, I said, hey, I was just wondering, what time do you think the flight might take off? She goes, it says 4 o'clock on the monitor. I was like, yeah, all right, but what time do you think the flight might take off? She goes, it says 4 o'clock on the monitor. I was like, yeah, but it also said 1, then 1:30, then 2, then 2:30. The monitor is an habitual liar, okay? She goes, it says 4 o'clock on the monitor. I was like, yeah, all right. I go, can I ask you a question? She goes, yeah. I go, is it true that this whole airport is shut down because of a frog? She just stared at me and she goes, what? I go, I heard these two business guys talking on their cell phones and they said that the whole airport was shut down because of one frog. I mean, can't you guys just move the frog? She looked at me and she goes, fog. I go, what? She goes, fog. And I go, oh. And I walked away, all right? I won, all right? I won. Yeah, I did. You know how mad she was? She can't yell at me because I'm stupid, all right? Like, she probably went home and yelled at her husband for like 4 hours. These idiot, moron, dummies, they don't know the difference between a frog and a fog. Stephanie, relax. You relax. Do you have frog discrepancies in your job? No, you don't. Ah! I won, all right? I won. If you guys don't know how to act stupid, it's easy. You just hold your mouth open a little bit. You look around a lot. every now and then go, what? I did it to my friend. We were at my house and we're flipping channels and that show ER came on. I used to like that show. I go, let's watch this. All right, so we're watching it. He ruined it. He complained the whole time. He was like, this show's stupid. It's not realistic. That wouldn't happen in a hospital. Finally, I go, you know what, man? I like this show. It's like my favorite show. I go, but I will agree with you on one thing. When they have those paddles out and they're trying to resuscitate people, they should not call those people homophobic names. He looked at me and goes, they're saying clear. What? Thank you very much, you guys. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.